Do you remember the smell of peat burning in the fireplace on a cold winter morning? The sound of church bells echoing through the green hills? The taste of bread fresh from your mother's oven? There was an Ireland that existed not just on maps, but in our hearts. An Ireland of doors always open, of conversations on street corners, of time that seemed to pass more slowly. An Ireland that, little by little, said goodbye to us, without us even realizing it. Today, we're going to walk together through those memories. We're going to go back home. Do you remember what mornings were like in the village? There was no rush. The milkman went from house to house, his bottles clinking in the basket of his bicycle. He knew each family by name. He knew who preferred creamier milk, who had a newborn baby, who was in mourning. The cobblestone streets still held the morning mist. The baker opened his door bright and early, and the aroma of fresh bread spread through the street like a warm embrace. There was no need for a clock, you just had to follow the smells and sounds to know what time it was. The women swept the sidewalks in front of their houses, always in aprons, always with a smile or a kind word. How is your mother? Give my regards to your father, may God bless you. These small words stitched the community together like threads in a patchwork quilt. The village school was a simple place. Just 1 or 2 rooms, a blackboard, and wooden benches worn smooth by time. The teacher was respected like few others. They didn't just teach reading and writing, they taught how to live, to respect, to honor one's word. In winter, peat burned in the iron stove in the corner of the room. The children would huddle closer together when the cold really bit. In summer, the windows were wide open, and the sound of birdsong would mingle with lessons in maths and Irish. There weren't many books. There were no computers or bright screens. But there was something that seems rare today: attention. Time, patience, and a deep respect for knowledge because we knew it came from someone's effort. The market. How good it was to walk among the stalls on Saturdays. The farmers brought their fresh produce potatoes, still with a bit of dirt on them, warm eggs, homemade cheeses, and wool from the sheep that grazed on the hills. Each stall was a conversation. How are things going on the farm? I heard your son came back from Dublin. I need your soda bread recipe. The market wasn't just a place to buy and sell. It was the beating heart of the community. It was where news circulated, where weddings were announced, where friendships were strengthened. And at the end of the afternoon, as the stalls began to close, some of the men would gather at the pub on the corner. A mug of dark beer, a song played on the fiddle, stories told and retold. It wasn't about drinking, it was about belonging. When night fell, there wasn't much to do besides go home. And what a blessing that was. The family gathered around the fireplace. The fire crackled, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The grandmothers knitted, the grandfathers smoked their pipes, the mothers mended clothes, and the children listened to old stories of fairies, of heroes, of even more distant times. There was no noisy television. There was no rush to be somewhere else. We were there together, and that was enough. Sometimes someone would start to sing, an old song in Irish, passed down from generation to generation. And everyone would join in, even if they were out of tune, even if they forgot the words. Because what mattered wasn't singing well, it was singing together. Sunday was different. It was the Lord's Day. We'd wake up early, put on our best clothes, even if they were simple, and walk to church. The bell rang, calling everyone, and everyone went. The Mass was in Latin, and few understood every word. But it wasn't necessary. There was something greater there, a feeling of communion, of belonging to something sacred and eternal. After church, we'd greet each other at the door. May God bless you. Have a good week to you and yours. Then came the family lunch. The table was full, the conversations were lively, the laughter was loud. And in the afternoon, if the weather held, we would walk through the hills, feeling the wind on our faces, hearing the bleating of sheep in the distance, seeing the vast green expanse stretching as far as the eye could see. The roads weren't paved. They were dirt tracks, loose stones, puddles of water when it rained, but that didn't matter. The carts pulled by horses or donkeys moved slowly, and nobody complained. There was nowhere to run. Do you remember waving to passers-by? Stopping for a chat along the way? Offering a ride to a neighbor? Today, cars go by so fast that we barely see the faces inside them. Halloween was different too. There were no store-bought costumes. We carved turnips, not pumpkins, lit candles inside them, and told ghost stories around the fire. Christmas was simple. A stocking hung up, an orange, maybe a piece of chocolate, and that was enough. The joy wasn't in the presents, but in being together and singing and giving thanks. And the weddings, the weddings. The whole village was invited. We danced until dawn, ate together, celebrated love as if it belonged to all of us, because in a way it did. That island doesn't exist anymore. The villages have emptied. People have moved to the cities. The doors are now locked. Conversations happen by phone, not on the street corner. But you know what? That Ireland still lives. It lives in each of us who knew it. It lives in the stories we tell our grandchildren. It lives in the smell of peat that, from time to time, we still catch in the air. It lives in the sound of an old song that makes us close our eyes and go back in time. We can't bring that world back. But we can honor it. We can remember. We can be grateful for having lived in that time, in that place, in that way. Because in the end, it's not the big cities or the new technologies that define us. It's the little things, a neighbor's kindness, the warmth of a fireplace, the taste of homemade bread, the sound of bells in the distance. We will never see that island again, but it will never leave us. And for that, we are blessed. Thank you for walking down this path of memory with me. If these stories touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe for more journeys into the past. What's your favorite memory of old Ireland? Share it in the comments below. See you next time.